Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to be going ahead and testing out some new makeup. It's still affordable makeup, drugstore, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to try some of these products. We have we have all of the new like little Milani wands that they came out with. I'm going to be testing out the new Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer. And then I'm going to be also testing out some things that aren't like super new, but just new to me. So I have the NYX Sweet Cheeks liquid blush. I have not tried this yet. And then I do have the Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream. These are a bit newer to the NYX collection line. And yeah, and then I also have this palette that I don't feel like I've like dipped my toes into yet. So this is the Milani Ungilded Most Loved Mattes palette. And I was so excited when I got this palette. It doesn't look like I digged my brush into this palette, but it looks so freaking beautiful. So this is the makeup we're gonna try. You wanna get ready together? Grab your coffee, your tea, whatever you like. If you're getting ready in the evening, grab your wine. Let's get started. Coffee just makes me so happy. Like it literally makes my soul happy. And I just say I finally did it, guys. I finally got my nails done. I am just so excited. I got them like it's supposed to be like a brown, but for some reason it almost looks like an orange. So it's like a brown orange, but yeah, I wanted it to be a darker brown, but when I told the lady what color I wanted, she was like, oh yeah, I have that color. And then she put it on my nails and I was like, that's not really the color that I wanted, but it still is okay because it's like the month of November. It reminds me of Thanksgiving and fall, so I'm totally fine with it. So for primer, I'm going to be using this one from SheGlam. It is their birthday skin primer, and this one is in the shade, I think they have like a pink and then just like a regular translucent, I think. I don't remember, but this is what the product looks like. It's just so, it kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. putty primer, only this one's like not as thick, I feel, as that one, but it's still really nice. There's a couple videos that I want to film with products that I purchased from the Sephora haul, and I will film those videos. I just have quite a few drugstore products in my collection that is still waiting to be used and filmed with as well. So since that's been sitting a little bit longer, I thought I can kind of go back and forth with drugstore and high-end, because a lot of course Sephora makeup is high-end, but I will get those videos up for you. I literally just got up, well, not like just got up, but like it's morning. It's like morning time. I'm literally getting ready for the day. Just got up, drinking my coffee, so my voice sounds a bit raspy. That's why. I'm going to go ahead and use the Sephora Best Skin Ever Foundation. This is in the shade 17.5 Neutral, and I know that this concealer is going to be too dark because it is in the shade 20 Neutral, so it's darker than the foundation. So I'm just going to use like a pump and a half. KVD number 10 brush. Do have maintenance coming out today, so I'm hoping I can get all my filming done before they come out, but it's kind of like waiting for the cable guy. Like you just never know when they're going to show up. They just give you this time window, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't just like wait around. I also have my mom here helping me today, so that's why I am able to film. I'm going to try to film 2 videos today, but we will see. With that being said though, if you hear my mom, like I try to tell her like I'm filming, but she'll still like kind of talk a little loud. Like she doesn't mean to talk loud, it's just she's hard of hearing and she only has one hearing aid. So if you hear her in the background talking to my daughter, or she might be on the phone, just ignore her. So for concealer, we're still going to try to make this work, but first I'm going to use this here, which might help with the tone of it. So we're going to go in with the under eye brightener. This is from Milani. It's their Conceal and Perfect in 01 Rose. So I'm really excited to try this out. I love their Milani under eye corrector, like the peach one. I think it's the supercharged line. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I am very excited to give this a go because I just want some brightening under these eyes. And the pink, like pink powder is like a thing right now, so I'm trying to get more into using concealer brushes, but I still like the way of a sponge feels. All right, so that definitely did, I feel, add some like brightness to the area. Now we are moving on to the concealer. So I'm not going to use a lot of this because I know it's, guys, look how like dark that is. Okay. Oh no, it's way too dark. Really nice under the skin, it's just way too dark. For it being a neutral, it's really like yellow, so yeah, that's not gonna work. Let me just take a little bit of the foundation and kind of just blend it on top. That helped even it out a bit, but yeah. So the concealer did look nice. I was trying to look past the color because usually when your shade is wrong, it's hard for you to really like the concealer. So to contour, we're going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect in Liquid Contour in the shade 02 Ginger. So when I was watching people use the first shade, it looked really light on people that had similar skin tone. So that's why I went up and got 02. These reminded people of like the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I don't think it's going to be like a same type of formula. Like the packaging is similar, but when people were applying it, it looked a little different. Let's see. Okay, well, that sucks. Alright guys, well, my light just blew out. So this was actually setting for a bit too, so I'm glad that it's like blending because I was like trying to get my light to go back on. A little bit of foundation to kind of help blend that. So for if you get like a shade a little bit darker, then it's definitely pigmented and it definitely shows up for sure. It's what it is, guys. It is what it is. You just gotta keep on moving sometimes, you know? The lighting is throwing me off, but I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely like a warmer bronzer. I think 01 is more of like an actual cooler tone contour shade. 02 is a lot more warmer, so even though it's a contour, liquid contour, it's more like a liquid bronzer. Just because contour is usually a little bit more cooler to like create that shadow. So I will probably use this as just as like a normal bronzer, not so much to actually like chisel and create that shadow. If they were made to be actual contours, I wish they were all like on the cooler tone side. But this one's like super, super warm. So just kind of keep that in mind. And now I'm going to go in with some blush really quick. So this is the Sweet Cheeks blush in the shade Baby Doll. And do I need another cream blush? No. I've always wanted to try these and I can never find them. I know it's not a new product, but it kind of looks like a lip gloss. I don't know if you guys can like tell. There you go. But yeah, it looks like a lip gloss, but okay. So I'm just gonna like, I don't know how this is going to apply. Like, I feel like it's gonna, it feels like I'm putting like a velvet liquid lip on my cheek. Very pigmented, that's for sure, and it's really pretty. And I'm pretty sure like if you don't want it to be like as popping, you can just put like a little bit less on. It looks really, really pretty, and I like how it just looks like it's not going to go anywhere, so I'm really, really excited about that. I'm going to put on the liquid highlighter too, just because I don't know how this is going to apply on top of powder, and the way things are going, I just don't want any room for like mistakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the liquid highlighter. So this is the shade 01 Lunar. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and use that to blend it in. Ooh. It's really pretty. I can see this like almost setting down pretty quickly. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna kind of pop it down to center my nose. Wow, that's actually really pretty. I like that. I don't know if you guys can like tell, but it's so freaking pretty. I really do apologize, guys. Oh my god. I feel like it's gonna be so messy though. I just like wipe that off. And then just so you can kind of see, like, get a better idea of the shade, this is the shade 02 Ginger for the contour. So do you see what I mean when I say it's like very, very warm? And I can see this getting super messy because like look how like got like a nice little clunk of product there. So cool. And then this is the shade 01 Rose. That's what this looks like. So very pretty, very messy packaging though. Like as soon as the lid hits the spongy thingy, it's all in the little crevices. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then this is the blush shade that I just used. So it's very, very pretty. To set, I'm gonna use this right here. It's the Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. I'm going to put this under my eyes. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm just going to use the finishing powder from NYX in the shade Light Beige. It's the No Filter finishing powder. And I'm just going to go ahead and really get my brush in there. So just very quickly, I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows. I'm just going to use my $1 Billion brow, I think that's what it's called. It's all worn off. Brow pencil. And then I'm going to use my e.l.f. Wow Brow. I know that this is not drugstore, but you can get these at like these brow pencils at like TJ Maxx and Ross almost all the time. Like I always see like little kits or just the brow pencil there. So I don't think you'll ever have to pay full price for it if you do like this product or you want to give it a try. It's just a nice thicker pencil, so that way you can get through your brows pretty quickly. So I like to use this. It's a little bit more natural looking than more of like a more defined pencil. So I'm going to use this and the e.l.f. brow gel, and then we will be back to complete the eyes. All right, so next we're going to go into this palette. I am literally super excited. You know, you know. Ooh, this is a really like nice mirror. Like, whoa. All right, so I don't know how pigment tint these shades are, so I'm gonna first go into Toast on the Sun, which is this shade right here, and then I'm gonna move over to Salty Caramel, which is this shade over here, and then I'm gonna go down to Umber the Sun, which is the bottom shade. I have the palette upside down, but it's going to be the shade right here. So we are going to stick with more those types of tones. I might jump into Sienna Sunset, which is this like kind of like orange shade. Focus the shade right here. We'll see. But first we're going to go into Toast of the Sun. My mom is watching one of my YouTube videos right now, and my daughter is saying, "Hi, mommy." And I think it's because like sometimes me and my mom will video chat, so she knows, like, you know, even though it's on the phone and it's a video, like video chat, you know, like she sees her grandma, and she knows she can talk to her and she responds to her. So my mom's like watching one of my YouTube videos right now. I can hear her and she's like, "Look, it's mommy." And my daughter's like, "Hi, mommy." I'm like, "Oh, baby, I'm right here." All right, next I'm going to go into Salty Caramel just to add a little bit more dimension into the eyelid and like the eye crease. And I'm still gonna take it a little bit above the crease. I don't know if you guys can like even see what I'm doing. Great, and then I'm gonna go into Sienna Sunset just to add a little bit more warmth into like in the crease and a little bit on the lid area, but not all the way. Really, really pretty. These shades are beautiful and they're blending so well. I'm gonna go into Umber the Sun, and we're just gonna pop that shade all over the lid. And then we do have the shade Cinnamon Spice, and I'm just gonna put it at the like outer corner. So the Salty Caramel is really good for under the eye, like just to kind of, it's not too dark, but it's like not super light, so that's what I chose to do there. Next, I'm gonna go in and put Not So Vanilla on in my inner corner, and I'm also going to put that at my brow bone as well. I'm just gonna put a little bit more brow gel in my brows because my brows are looking a bit powdery. Next, I'm gonna go in with this eyeliner. It is from Makeup Revolution, and it's like their double-ended eyeliner. I don't know if you guys ever like used it or saw it. One's thicker and one's like thinner. So we're gonna use the thinner side for right now. So this eyeliner is not my favorite. I feel like it's a little difficult to work with. It's not as like glidey. So the wings look ridiculous. Not my favorite. So next, I'm just gonna quickly put some mascara on. I just been using this combo because I think these are the only two mascaras I have open right now. All my other ones are like expired and done with. So this one is from Patrick Ta. It is the Major Volume Mascara in the shade Black. And then I had a mini Man-Eater Tarte mascara. I had the full size, but that one expired, but I still have a mini that I didn't open yet. So this is just the combo that I've been doing lately. I use the Man-Eater one first. I don't like these. I don't like none of them on their own, but together they create the lash that I like. Yes, it's more time consuming, but it's better than just throwing away the mascaras because I really don't like them. Because on their own, I probably would never reach for them, but now that I know that I like them together, I will reach for them more. Last but not least, we have this lippy to try. All right, so this is in the shade Parfait. Ew. It's more of like a, it's not like a red or a brown. It's more like a, I want to say like a deep berry shade kind of. So I really do like this shade for fall. I think it's such a nice, beautiful shade. I don't like the darker eye with the darker lip though. Not gonna lie. I wish I would have went a little bit lighter with the eyes, but this is just kind of having fun testing the makeup out. I'm gonna be redoing my makeup. I'm gonna tell you that right now because I don't like how it looks, like the combination with everything, but yeah, this is what we are looking at right now. So I'm just for the sake of the video, we're gonna set everything. I'm just gonna use the Bare With Me Prime Set Refresh setting spray. Alright, so just a little speed review of all the new things that I tried, what I liked, what I didn't like. I feel like for the most part, everything I liked. It's just more of the combination of things. But there's one product that I will probably just, like I said, you already know, I didn't really like it that well. But start off with the concealer. I don't know 100% how I feel about this concealer because I had to mix it with other things which could alter the formula, as well as it's not my shade. For the most part, it seemed like I made my under eye look really nice, but I did have to mix in a bit of the foundation in with the actual concealer, and then I had to put it on top of the Milani like corrector. So I'm very excited to see this concealer on its own. So I can't really speak 100% about it. It seems like a beautiful concealer. I just wish I got the right shade. The little Milani little things. I do like them, but I feel like for the size, it's a bit overpriced for drugstore. I mean, I got mine at Ulta, so maybe that's why, but they were kind of pricey for like how small they are. Like they are 0.2 ounces, so it's teeny tiny. Now I don't mind the size because how much makeup is bought, like it's nice to have something that is smaller that you might go actually use up and go through versus something that's bigger, more expensive, and then and it ends up expiring and you throw it away. I just feel like the price should be a little bit lower. Now the formula does seem pretty nice. If it's due to the quality of the formula and you know it's really nice and everything, then I guess you can say the price does justify it, but totally up to you. I did like the contour shade, even though it's a bit warmer. It would be more of a bronzer, I guess you can say, for me. The highlighter is really pretty as well. It's the nice like glowy highlighter that I like. It's not shimmery, it's not, you know, like super really, like I'm sure you can build it up, but it's just like a nice like light on the upper cheek area. It's just really beautiful, so I really do like it. This here, I did like the brightness, but after everything is on top of it, I don't see much of a difference. So, you know, I'm gonna have to keep playing with it a little bit more. The Sweet Cheeks soft, what is it? Soft cheek tint. This is not a tint. This is full pigment. So just be very cautious. I have put like powder like literally on top of this blush to calm it down just a little bit, but yeah, I really do like the shade. I like how it is like a velvet matte and just makes you look blurred, just like how the lips, you know, when you put that velvet matte liquid lip on, it just kind of blurs your lips. I like how that does that to the cheeks. So I really do like it. I'm just gonna have to keep playing with it a little bit more, but for so far, I really do like it. And I'm glad that I got these in 2 shades. I didn't have like a perfect nude type of shade. They were more of like your reds, your burgundies, your browns, like those sort of shades. I did pick up a nice like holiday red in this type of formula as well, so I'm super excited to try it out. But I do like this shade. It's really pretty. I just, like I said, don't like the combination of like all the makeup. The blush, the liquid lip, and the eyeshadow is just a little bit clashing too much in my opinion. I do not like this liner. I will use it as much as I can until it expires. Thank God I only have 6 months with it. I will probably just use it to like darken my lash line before putting like lashes on or something like that. But for the most part, it's not my favorite. There is like a thicker side that you can use to fill it in, and then a thinner side to like outline, but it just like wasn't fluid enough. It was tugging and it wasn't like my favorite. So there's that. If I'm gonna recommend honestly anything that I used in this video that was new to me, it would be this eyeshadow palette. If you don't have it already and you need a like nice matte eyeshadow palette, this is a very beautiful eyeshadow palette. Alright guys, that is everything. I'm sorry that my light went out halfway through the video and you probably couldn't see anything that I was doing. But yeah, hopefully next video is better. If you guys haven't already, join me in my crazy world. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. That way you will get notified every single time I upload a new video. Until next time, bye guys.